That was Nocturne.
Ooh, all right.
No beard, we still got it.
Magic's still here.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick.
I'm Mike still, I
promise you, this
It
is Mike.
Me.
I promise you, this is Mike.
Me, okay?
Welcome back to the Game House, everybody. We are the brothers Murph. And today we're going to be playing Nocturne, which is by Flatout Games. There'll be a link down to their Kickstarter for Nocturne. And yeah, this is in their same kind of like Calico, Cascadia, Verdant. They have a lane that they're
Yes,
in.
but this is a little different because this is not a tile laying game. We are bidding on tiles in this game. It's a set collection game. We're casting spells and stuff. It's a spatial bidding game, which is a really interesting thing, which we found out during our playthrough. We're like, oh, you can be
Do
real
a whole different stuff, yeah.
You can be real tricksy hobbits
Real
with it,
swifty,
frankly.
indeed.
With that Beth Sobel art. So yes, Nocturne's what we're playing today, and thank you Flatout for sponsoring this.
Indeed, thank you so much. We're going to give a quick overview of Nocturne. We're going to get right into that gameplay we talked about. Let's get into it.
In Nocturne, players are fox mystics casting spells to collect various enchanted items in the forest. Each game there will be a grid of tiles, and players are bidding for these tiles with their value discs over 2 rounds. If playing with the advanced game, each player will also get a fox mage with a special power. This game is ultimately a set collection game, as the various magical items want to be in sets. For example, this triple mushroom is worth 3 points if you have 1 at the end of the game, 0 if you have 2, and 13 points if you have 3. As stated, players are gaining these tiles through bidding with their discs. On a turn, the start player will place a disc onto one of the tiles. The next player will then choose to pass or outbid them. If you pass, the bid will then move on to the next player who has the same choices, pass or bid. But here's the catch. If you decide to bid higher, you're not bidding on that tile, you're bidding on a tile adjacent to it. If you decide to bid higher, you will place a higher value disc of your choice on one of the orthogonally adjacent tiles to the previous bid. And then the next player decides to outbid your disc or pass. And if they decide to bid, they have to place their higher bid on an adjacent tile to the one you bid on. If all players decide to pass, you will win that tile. You will place it into your tableau, and then your disc will get turned face down into that spot. All players who lost bids take their discs back and have to decide if they want to play one of the discs they bid this round onto the Forest Sprites board. These are always placed in order of value, with the highest disc to the left pushing down any lower discs. At the end of the round, players will draft the tiles from this board in order from highest to lowest. So it's a good way to get extra tiles. If you decide to not place one of your discs on the Forest Sprites board, it comes back to your supply to be used again. The player that won the last round gets to start the next turn, and they will place a disc adjacent to the space of the tile that they just won. Then play continues, going around with players bidding or passing. Note that there are instances where a player can automatically win tiles. Each player has a special disc that when played immediately wins them that tile. If a bid goes uncontested due to all players passing, they immediately win that tile. There is also something referred to as corner casting, where no other players can place a bid. For example, if Mike bid here and then I bid here, Mike then cannot bid anymore as there is no adjacent tile for them to put his bidding disc on. In this case, I immediately win this tile. In all 3 of these automatic wins, the player who won the tile does not get to start the next turn as they usually would. The next player in turn order gets to start the turn with a bid, and they may start their bid anywhere on the grid, not just adjacent to where the last tile was won. The round will end when all of the tiles have been taken. Players who have discs in the Forest Sprite row will draft a tile there in value order. Then players who still have discs in their supply get to gain shadow spell tokens, which are higher in value. Then you will set up a new grid and the play will start again. The first round is the Twilight round, and there will be 3 objective cards that will be awarded to players at the end of the round. The second round is the Moonlight round, and there will be 3 endgame scoring cards out that all players will score. You may have noticed that the tiles have these symbols on the left side. These are for fulfilling your concoction cards that you'll be gaining throughout the game. These will require specific symbols and will be scored at the end of the game. At the end of the second round, players will draft from the Forest Sprite board again, and then will move into endgame scoring. At the end of the game, you will score all of your sets, your concoction cards, and then the endgame scoring cards, and the player with the highest score will win. Before we leave, let's quickly go over all the tiles and how they work. The skull tiles simply score the points shown on the tile. The Firebird feather tiles score points for how many of that tile you have. The dual mushrooms score 0 points if you have 1 and 9 points if you have 2. And the triple mushrooms, as stated earlier, score you 3, 0, or 13 points. The herb tiles score points that are at the top of the tile, and then you'll gain extra points for having unique herbs. The player who has the most egg tiles scores 4 points per egg tile. Second place scores 3 points per tile, third scores 2, and fourth scores 1. The cursed treasure tiles are -1 point at the end of the game, but when you draft them, you immediately draw 3 tiles and keep 1. When drafted, the rune tile allows you to draw 3 concoction cards and keep 1. And finally, the moonstone tiles can be added to any set as one of those tiles. And that's a quick look at Nocturne.
Let's just acknowledge it, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, story like this. I was walking through the forest, casting spells, turning toads into cool stuff. It was awesome. Long story short, I did a spell on the water, turned into a mirror, bounced the spell back onto my face, and disintegrated my beard, okay?
Yeah.
It happens. We all have magical mishaps. I would like to see, grace shown in this moment of personal anguage. My feet got turned into hooves, okay? But I'm not going to show you that.
That's true, yeah.
Not going to show you that.
You got to pay extra for that.
You go to our Patreon for that right there. But we are here to play some Nocturne. All right, we have 2 rounds. We're in Twilight now.
We are.
And we're going to go into Moonlight. So this is all over one magical night.
Yes, indeed.
Not as magical as my last night. Again, beard disintegrated.
Truth.
In a ball of flame.
Yeah.
So it was painful.
It was stinky too.
But it was fast.
Hair, not great.
Yeah. No, I made no animal friends that night. So we are going to kick it off. Let's do a little component drop to decide.
Okay, who's first?
First player here. This first player for this first round. The first player of the second round will be the winner of the last tile from the last round.
Okay.
But we got to start this off somehow.
Gotta.
And obligatory. This is all prototype.
Yes.
So things might be subject to change. We got like great Betzelable art and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But these are not the finished product.
Necessarily final. Yes.
All right. Petrificus Tilsis. Gosh, it did it again. The magic's not on right
Lose
now.
your hair next, dude.
Don't have the magic on right now. All right, so you are first.
Okay.
A spatial bidding.
Spatial, yes.
You can't place the thing on the thing you want.
No,
you got to get on the path of where you want to go.
You could if I want to make sure you don't get it.
Well, yeah, you could
You know, it's
throw.
interesting.
For this very first one, you have to throw down your 1.
Yes.
So, but once we're underway, then you could just go a high bid out the
Blop.
gate. Ooh. Okay.
Hate it.
So I'm just gonna go to a 2.
You have to go adjacent to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, the bidding is gonna be tough.
I'm gonna go here with the 2.
Oh. You go to 4.
Okay. I can only go to the herbs. You have to go orthogonally to.
Yeah, so it's also kind of like a weird area control thing where you can like kind of push people into certain areas.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you have that.
That's good.
All right. So you're gonna collect that tile, and your little disc is gonna go face down. Because that area is now vacated, of course. Now I have an option as one of the people that did not win the bid.
Yes.
Of course, we'll get our winning tiles tokens back. But I can go on the forest sprite board, make an offering. And I'll make an offering of it too. It's not the highest, but
it might get pushed out, but hey, whatever. And then I'll just get this back. I don't get to go over here because I won the tile. Yeah. So I wanted this one because now I have 3 feathers. So if I have concoctions that get a lot of feathers, I'm doing pretty good on that.
And then feather tiles in general, the more the better. Yeah. So you already have 1 going. There's another one up here. So the more the merrier with that. You did win the last and only tile at this point, so you can start us again. You have 2 spots there from the corner.
I'll go. Let's bottom here.
Okay.
We'll keep moving up.
Go with me here. 6 right here on the egg. Magical eggs.
Wow.
Bit wily.
Why?
Bit wile-e coyote.
All right, go for it. That's fine. Oh no, I see why. Because let's talk about our special powers. Because your special power is
this.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So I can do this once per game. These are once per game abilities. This is an advanced setup, by the way. The player powers. You can just go to the A side if you'd rather. Once per game, when I capture a tile with a 6 or less, can basically swap in
for something lower,
a lower token, and basically retrieve this.
Yeah,
which maybe I'll do.
I'll let you have it though. That's still fine. Yeah.
Main reason I want this is the eggs are kind of whoever has the most egg tiles gets 4 points per egg tile, and I want to get a jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
So I'll take this. Man, I don't know.
It's only once per game. So my once per game is when I put something over here, I can basically put it at the front no matter what this number is, and the number is basically considered to be the same as the number next to it.
Right.
So I can only do that once per game too, so it's kind of tough.
I think I am going to use this just because it gets the maximum amount of value. Because if I do like a 3 or 4, it's not valuable. Yeah. I'm going to do this. So instead, I'm going to put a 1 here, flip it face down, collect that 6.
That's done.
Boom.
Full game. All right.
Power's over. So I flipped it the other side. I don't get the 2 points at the end of the game. I still have the symbol, though, for concoction porpoises. And now I have this egg, which I'll kind of put over yonder. Okay. Trying to think of, like, what to get. Don't forget to get this. Would you like to make an offering to this?
I might as well. I mean, it'll probably get pushed out, but I think it'll be fine.
Okay. So I'm just going to... So I have to go orthogonally adjacent to where I won the previous. I am going to put a 3 onto this skull.
Okay. I'll go 4 onto these trip mushrooms.
Okay. I'll go 5 here on the herb.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, it's just the 6 and 7 are my 2 highest, other than like my insta-win one. So it's kind of like, man, is it worth it to get a... Yeah, you know, I'll go trip mushroom.
Ooh.
Tough.
Do I go 7? Am I just making mistakes? 7. Double mushroom.
Take it. I'm not going to use my
all right
on that.
So I'm going to take this one. This one is nothing on its own. But if I get 2 of these, I get 9 points.
Yeah, which is not...
It's not...
That's not bad, honestly.
Terrible, but I do need to I need to make it happen here.
So then I can put my 6 over there or my 4. A 6 would basically guarantee that I would get it, but I'm also getting rid of my 6. So I think I'm going to put my 4. It might get pushed down, but I kind of hope this won't get pushed out all the way.
Yeah. I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
I'd have to put down a 6 or a 5 and not win to have the chance to put it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know.
So we'll see. All right, where are you going next?
I think I'm going to do a little bit of defense. I'm going to put a 3. Oh, do I want to go instant? Instant uncontested win. It would give you control of the board.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But you have 2 eggs to my 0. And there's only 2 rounds in the game.
Yeah.
So, like, I would be very far behind you on eggs.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do this. I'm just going to try to secure this right now. Throw this down, which cannot be beaten higher than any other number, so you automatically win. But since it is uncontested, that means I don't get to start the next one. Play goes to you, and you can start anywhere on the board.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's like a particularly like super good spot for me to go to.
Yeah?
Not really. I did want that egg, I'm not going to lie, so like it was very smart for you to do that. Man, oh man, yeah, you've won 3. I've only won 1. Let's start.
I burned a lot of
start down
resources to get there.
Yes, well, but you still have your 5s and 6s. I mean, yeah, you've used your 2 biggest ones, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll go 4 to the Scully. Little skullet.
I'll go 6 to them double herbs.
Well, I can't beat that because I only have a 6. So, Nick,
I do know.
It is
I do
yours.
have 3 things where you cannot beat them.
Yeah,
and that is
so
pretty good. And actually, you can't even put the same out there, right?
No.
So yeah. So do you want to put this 4 out? That would go behind my 4, right?
It would, but that would give me the 2 middle.
Mm-hmm. So it's not bad. Definitely not doing this.
I will put a 4 as an offering.
Okay.
So again, same value, so it does go behind unless, you know.
So again, my power would be that
but-
it would not, you know, I would get to go in front.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 of these. So again, these green ones, I want unique herbs.
Yep, so different letters, or again, the art's different as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'm starting again, huh?
Yeah, but it has to go somewhere. I mean, you have 4 options here. So
I
that's
do,
that's also a good place to have ended.
Let's go. We'll go trip shrooms. Trip shrooms.
That's how I got in trouble, man. I'll tell you what.
That's how your beard got burned off.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to corner cast.
Ooh, I kind of set you up for that, huh?
So if there's a 2 here.
Yep.
I
Oh,
could
dang,
do a
I set you up for
3,
that.
But there's no place legally because it has to go diagonally
Yeah,
adjacent.
I can't go now.
So I'm guaranteed this win.
Oh, that was so silly.
However, you do get to take control.
Yeah, but I don't know how useful that is, honestly.
Get in the herd game. It's only worth 1 point, but again, if I get 3, 4, or 5 unique ones.
Now that's, I just set you up for that. Dang, I don't think I'm going to put this over here because it would just push me out.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's what's interesting
that.
is the spatial element of the bidding is like, how do you, again, you were kind of saying, how do I drive this into the direction that I want to go?
Yeah, no, there's definitely like, again, it's an there's an area control game going on as well as the bidding and the set collection.
Right.
Oof, and you have 4 tiles to my 2. This is not good. Let's go down here.
Mirror stone. Interesting. Or I can go the other way. That'll give you access to a rune, but I could try. Golly geez.
Golly gee willikers.
I will throw a 3 down onto. That puts you up with a feather, which is what you want. I see you. I'm gonna go 4 on the skull. 4 on the skull. Either way, you kind of have a nice little something. So.
Yeah. Man, do I want that? This is nice because I'll get 3 more. I get 3 concoction cards. I get to keep
Choose
one.
Yeah, then it provides a symbol for
A symbol.
concoction
Another
purposes.
feather though, and I don't know if I need another feather. It's like
you have 3. That's interesting.
I will go there. What a 5. Tough.
I will let you have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can put your 4 down.
I think if I did, I could push you out and then have control
You'd have
over
3, which is kind of humongous, actually.
But then I don't have that 4 to work. But then I have my 5s and 6. I will do that.
Yeah, that's smart.
I will do it. So again, it'll go beneath others. We in a 2-player game only have this first 4 spots. In a 3 and 4, you would add more.
Indeed.
But I'll do that.
So I'll gain this. The good thing also is I completed this one. Be the first to win a spell with a 5.
I didn't think about
which
that.
is what I just did. So can I just collect this? Because it's worth points at the end of the game?
Yes, that one you can collect.
Yeah, because this is
instantly.
sometimes
these
either
will
one
get
can
kind
do
of
these.
sorted out at the end of the round, but yes.
Okay.
So that'll be worth 3 points at the end of the game for you. The second half in the Moonlight phase, we'll have 3 out here that all of us can score for.
Yeah,
but these
yeah.
are kind of a get them quick.
So then I'll draw 3 concoction cards and keep on.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Wow. Okay. Murph. Let's do you. Okay. Let's go here. Flop. Blamp. Okay.
There you are.
And it's me again.
Yep, so you can go there.
Let's go there.
3. Okay, so I can do a 5 or a 6. I'll go 5 for the double skull, 3-point skull.
Let's go blop. Which is me, I'm gonna win it.
I can't beat it.
Yep.
Yep, nice.
Alrighty. So, do you want to put your?
I'm gonna hang on to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang on to my 5.
So I will gain this one. Boom.
Okay.
So this is one of the trip shrooms. Having 1 gives me 3 points. Having 2 gives me 0.
Yep.
But then having 3 gets me 13. So I'm doing a lot of like, not set collection. I'm getting a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, well.
I think, Mikey, I think I'm gonna blop.
Just take it, yeah.
Just take it because I want a second feather.
Sure.
And I'll just go boom. Take it there. That is going to give you control.
So now with that, I think, so I can go anywhere on the board. I think I'm just going to drop a 6 right here. can't be contested.
Yep.
Since you only have a 5, gets me 2 different herb types, plus it's worth 3 points on its own. But
Yeah,
then again, I give it back up to you.
That's huge, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely tough. So now it's interesting because I have a 5 and you have 2 5s. So it's like, if either of us blops down a 5 first,
That's it.
That's it. And I'm just kind of like, oh man.
Right.
I don't know if that is worth it. And it's tough because we're kind of also in these little corridors here.
Right.
And again, these mirror stones can be kind of anything. It won't give you any symbols, but it will count as another one of those.
Yeah, I think I will throw a 5 down right here.
Okay.
To take that, would you like to add an offering?
Yeah, because it'll push you out here.
Don't love that.
Also, I made the lowest offering to
I think that'll be decided at the end of the
round.
round.
Okay, total thing. Okay, cool. I got you. So
Still have time to lowball it.
Okay, so then it's me. No.
It's me,
So you can... Oh, this sucks. You can just take both of those.
Well, no, I'm going to see control, but I am going to throw a 2 here since there is no spot for it legally to go.
Yeah, I feel like you were doing that very well.
Boom, but now it is to you.
So then I will just blop here. Might as well, right?
Sure.
Just go here, get this. Again, just... I guess we're both kind of going rainbow strats here.
Yeah. So I have 1 5 I could still use.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this is 4 points, but 1 symbol or the enchanted skull. I think I'm gonna throw a 5 down here because I get 2 skulls, which might be better for concoction. 2 skull symbols there, concoction purposes, but I forego a point now. So I gotta make that make sense for me.
Yeah, so here's the weird thing is because these are both gonna be uncontested.
Yes.
So
you don't have to take them if you're like, you know what, I don't want them.
I do want them though. So it's like, do I want you to get the triple shrooms or do I want you to get the skull? Because whatever I don't choose, I'm going to cede control to Mikey and then he's going to get to choose it. That skull's worth 4 and you already have 2. That would give you 10 points in skulls alone.
Yeah. The way I look at it is if you take this,
but the thing is,
you have 2 and you also have highest priority. And could get your 3rd.
That's a very good point, Mikey.
Make sure
but that's what Mikey wants me to do.
I mean, I'd like that better than me taking the mushrooms. I don't need them.
Yeah, I'll do it though, because you're right. Me getting the 3rd one here is 13 points. That's a huge...
There's another consideration that I have to make.
What?
If I pass on this, I can get one of these shadow tokens, which are much more powerful. But do I take guaranteed points? Yeah. Yeah, I do. All right, I'm taking it.
Okay. There we go.
All right. All right, so now we're at the end of the Twilight round.
Yep.
So we're going to resolve these, resolve the forest sprite board. Let's go ahead and do that first. Okay. So we're going to get to draft these tiles in order of priority here.
Yeah.
So you have the highest priority. Which tile would you like?
See, here's the thing, though.
Let me get the next 2.
Here's the thing, though, is this would give you a 3rd unique herb, which is 12 points plus the 3 on top. That's 15 points.
Well, I need 5 unique to get the 12
Oh, I'm
points.
sorry. I was thinking
I would get
3.
5, though. I'd get 5 on top of my base values. I'd have 12 points total because it'd be 3, 3, 1, and 5. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's not quite as bad. Okay, I will take this then because I do want to make sure I get that 3rd.
Right into my trap.
I'm sure.
You already have that herb, too, so it doesn't help you as much.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
So Nick took that. I now have the next 2. I am going to take this to make sure I get both of my mushrooms there.
Man, yeah.
And then I will take this to give me my 3rd unique, plus it's worth 3 points on its own.
I have 4 skulls. I'll tell you right now, none of my concoctions need skulls, but hopefully I can get some here.
Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these real quick to collect these. You did make the lowest offering on to the forest sprites.
Thank you.
Cheapo. You see it over here. I have the control of the most spaces in the top row. In fact, of the entire top row. So I will collect this one. Again, we were 3 points each there. And then we're going to quickly set up for the next round. Before we actually jump into the next round, You have 2 leftover
I
tokens,
do.
and we do have these shadow tokens. So for leftover tokens, you go in order from most valuable to least valuable. Now, of course, you're the only one with any. So you're actually going to get these 2.
About to say, I was like, is there any reason not to take the biggest ones?
And those are going to replace your 2 lowest tokens. So we each have the same amount of tokens still, but you're going to have these 2 that you can use. Now, one thing to remember, they can't be used for the purposes of like controlling groups or the forest sprites, but you have a 9 and a 10, which I do not have.
Yeah.
And now we'll go to the next round. We are ready.
Okay.
For
Moonlight.
The moonlight now.
We're in the moonlight.
It's proper night out now, my dude. So we have new goals to go for, the moonlight goals, which at the end of the round, we can all score all 3 of these.
They're not a race.
So you're going to get basically a point for each of your control markers in the center.
Yep.
Center 4 spots. If you have each area of 3, that's exactly 3, kind of connected. Then for each of your forest offerings you've made.
Okay. Yeah.
And
then you placed the last. I think you played the last one. No, you did because you were waffling over whether or not to keep one to get one of these. So you start then.
Oh, so many options, man.
Over an instant, dude.
Think about it.
This one.
Yeah. Well, now there's so many feathers out, and you already have 2.
And a bunch of eggs, though. That's the thing is like, now I'm kind of like, ooh, I might be able to snipe those eggs for Mikey. Because again, in a 2-player game, we're not playing with all the tiles.
Right.
So it's like you kind of, I'm like I was saying, Mikey, in the kind of break when we're set up, I'm glad I got my triple mushrooms here because none came out. So I'm like, well, I'm really glad I made that decision then.
It's not much. I'm going to start here. Again, I have to start with my lowest just because it's the start of the round. Right there, drop a 1 on a skull, and I'll be taking an uncontested. Thank you very much.
Thank you, uncontested skull.
Uncontested skull.
Uncontested skull.
4, right to the 4.
Right to the 4.
Baby, come on.
Come on.
Hey, come on, baby. Hey,
That's how everyone's forest sounds. They're like, hey. Outside of this, I got to use at some point. Dude. I'm glad I've waited because now, because of this, I'm like, okay, I can kind of guarantee I'll be in there.
All right, I'm going 5 on the feathers.
Ooh.
Gotta at least make you pay for it, right? But I also just set you up perfectly to take another feather, so maybe that was a mistake.
I'm going to go 6 on the feathers. So now, do you go 7 for that egg?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh.
Oh, man. There are so many feathers out for, okay.
Yeah, because there's 2 over here, too.
Oh, man, if you could
Go
you could
feather
run this
strats.
and get the complete set of 7, and you can do multiple sets.
Yeah.
That could be a problem. That'd be 32 points, man.
It would be a lot. You must decide, Michael.
I'm going to let you have the feathers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my 1 to go onto the forest board, which will likely
Save the 5.
not live there forever, but
Hey,
I'll save
man.
the 5 for later because you have a 9 and a 10, so it's like I got to contest with this stuff now.
You gotta keep your high stuff, right? Yeah.
I used my high stuff early on, and it worked out in the first round. I don't know if I can get away with that again. So
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going.
Yeah, where to from here? I mean, you got some abilities here.
Yeah, I'm really happy I have these 2 high ones. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, man,
You
I
have effectively, because of this, 3 uncontested guarantee. You could throw something down, and I
well,
cannot
technically
beat
4,
it.
because I threw down my 7.
Yeah, or I guess I mean
first.
while I hold this, I have
You do.
1.
You
but,
do. Yes. You
but
always
then
got
you
1
get
trump
that
card.
token back. So
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go 3 to the skull. Let's mess around with it a little bit.
I'm gonna go.
Shake it up. Shake her up a little bit.
I am going to go 4 onto the feather.
Gosh. Do you use your instant win?
I don't think so. I mean, I can get a cursed chest for it, or I can get this rune.
And the
which
cursed
is-
chest reminder allows you to draw 3 tiles and keep 1. So
Keep
it might
one.
also give you like something awesome. You know, it's like,
I am
but it's negative 1
tempted.
point. But it's only negative 1
I
point.
feel like I could turn it into a positive,
I almost think you almost.
but I don't think I'm
assuredly
going to use
could.
my instant win for that.
Fair.
And I don't know if I need. I have enough. I think you're gonna take it. That's all you.
Okay. I'll take this back. So now do you want to put your 4 down out there?
I think I do. I'll put the 4 out.
So I got an egg. We're in the egg game.
I still have the most eggs. I mean, you'd get 3 points per.
I'll tell you right now, I needed at least 1 egg for a concoction.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I'll tell you right now.
You made a good choice.
Now, granted, I'm going to try and take the eggs for Mike if I can.
Don't take my eggs.
Chad, don't tell Mike, but I mostly need that for a
See
concoction.
you, man. I don't have any beer to slow down and muffle the sounds. It's all coming in crisp now. All right, what would you like? You dominated the round so far. I haven't taken anything.
Yeah, this is an interesting. Let's swing this way.
Okay.
It is interesting because I do have high ones, although I've used my 6 and my 7 at this point.
I'm going to go 5 to the mirror stone.
So now it's tough because it's like if I wanted that other egg, which would tie us up,
You got to go up there.
I would have to go to a 9. But a mirror stone can also just give you an egg. And you already have a mirror stone.
Yeah. So, do you want to go for the egg? Or do you want to let me have the mirror stone?
Oh, the mirror stone can be so strong. Take it.
Oh, baby.
That might have been a bad idea.
No, I think it's fine.
I'm going to blop this over here, though. Get in here. I don't know if that was a smart idea, but... Because now you have 2 essentially wilds.
It's true. It's pretty wild.
That's pretty weird wild stuff.
I'm going to put...
Ugh. I don't know if that was a good decision. Smart play, though, with that 5, because...
Thank you. I'm going to put a 4 here onto the rune.
Interesting. Man. I will go... I'll blop a 5 here.
Do I hate draft?
You get swifty.
I will put a 6 onto this egg.
Yep. Take it.
Whoo! Scrambled eggs. Who wants an omelet? We're going for magical eggs today. They make you float.
I will blop this over here.
Okay. You're playing the long game.
I don't know, honestly.
All right.
I mostly was just like, especially because like even if we did tie on eggs, you could just blop a mirror stone on it. So I'm kind of like,
Sure.
like I'm gonna make a pay for eggs if I can, but like I just don't know if me going for eggs is smart enough, especially for like me to drop down something else.
I'm gonna throw a 3 on the rune.
Yeah, this is tough. I don't really like anything. I don't know here. I'll put a 5 there.
Okay.
You have to use your 7 or your...
Gosh.
So tough.
I could throw on a 7 and get another. Well, you can outbid me though, so it's not even a
could outbid
guarantee
you.
for a mirror stone.
No.
I think I'm gonna let you have that,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna put this as an offering to the Forest Sprites board.
Boom. All right.
Oh, that's a center space you're controlling now.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Gosh, I gotta think of this stuff.
Yep. So again, you get 1 point per center. It's only 1 point, but it's like
But that's points.
that's one,
man.
baby.
That's points. All right, where would you like to go from here? You got 3 options. So that's not bad.
No, it's really not. I don't. Yeah. This is tough. I'm gonna go here. I don't want to go here because then you can just immediately take this
I was thinking about
with
that.
something short. So I'm like, again, that weird area controlness is tough.
Oh, Lordy. Let's do. So you put in a 3.
I did.
I'll go for an egg.
That would be... I want it.
Yeah. Well, you went into
the corner.
The corner there.
I wish I could have gone to a corner with a lower number.
Yeah, but hey,
But
got you
hey,
there.
I'll take it.
That's you, man.
Blank.
If I pushed you, I would only. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna give an offering to the.
Now this does not
board.
count towards my control.
Correct.
Because at the end of the game, like I'll probably remember it, but you can't be like, oh, I remember. I'm the one who put that there.
But there's no way to definitively
Yeah.
identify it. So
this goes back. Okay, so I have to go here. Interesting. Well, I guess I might as well go here then.
Well, opportunity. I will put a 4 down onto the stone. Where it stands.
I really don't want to give you another stone. That's going to be bad, but I also do not want to spend a 10 or my instant on that chest. So I propose you want to take it.
Woo! All right. I'm not opposed to that idea. You do get to make an offering of this if you wish.
I am, and I'm going to use my ability. So I'm going to blop it here, and this is essentially a 5.
Man.
Because that way, because otherwise I would have had to put it here, and your 4 would still be here, and then that way I think close to the end of the game, I feel like I'm going to hopefully get at least 2 things in there.
Yeah. Well, on that note, since I did this, I'm just going to corner cast right
Might
here.
as
I'm going
well.
to take this. I'm going to find a way to make this positive points.
I think that is almost assuredly to give you positive points.
So I get to draw 3 tiles, especially late in the game like this. It's like, well, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going for.
I would take it early in the game. Like you could work off that one. It's only -1. What do you got? Show it to the fam. Ooh. I can't do anything to.
Ooh. So, I've got.
Ooh. Oh gosh, I wish I
had taken
it now.
Or an egg. This is 2 points, but I don't have any feathers for concoction purposes. This would be almost assuredly 4 points. I think I'm going to take a feather because it's an enchanted feather worth 2 of those symbols.
Really?
It's worth 2 points. It's a positive net 1. These are out of the game.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a mistake, but I just want to...
It was not a mistake. I don't think it was, honestly.
Since I corner casted and left an uncontested thing, you do get to take control.
Yeah.
And you go any old forest splash you like.
Yeah, I don't love it. Ugh, yeah, this is... Let's go there.
I'll go 5. Yeah.
It's tough because I've one more stuff than you, and I've put a lot of stuff over here.
Yeah.
Take it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to blop this over there because I would have to push up my own 3 for that.
So this allows me to draw 3 concoction cards. I can keep one. This will be a secret.
Oh, you're going to get that one too. Dang it. Man, you're doing this better than I am. Ugh.
Calculating.
Calculating.
Take that. I could corner cast. You are right.
You could.
With the 2.
Interesting. You got 3 more concoction cards. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to corner cast down here. Boom. Collect this. Just kind of do that. And again, do that. But you take control. So where would you like to go from here?
Gosh, I don't even know. Man, this is tough.
TUF.
To me, it's like we both have kind of 2 low numbers and then high numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like
Feast or famine right now. Yeah.
if I put out a 4, you basically have to put out a 7 or you're instant.
Yeah. It's true.
Man, this is tough. I think I'm doing that.
No.
Think I'm doing that. I need.
Yeah,
I want this because it's unique, and I need those enchanted symbols. So I am gonna blop that. Also, because the B would be useful for you, so I'm like, I'm just gonna I've been waffling it this whole round, like, do I just go take it? Do I just go take it? And I'm like, smart. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. All right, so now control's yours though. Take it. It's yours.
Immortality. Take it. It's yours.
It's basically the same theme.
I will put a 3 here on this skull.
I'll put a 4. Oh, I was going to give you another egg. I mean, I could corner cast. I'd get that one, but it's going to be worth 0 points. Because there's literally no other way for me to get another thingy. So I guess I'll go here. If you want that egg, you have to pay 7 for it.
Golly.
Tough.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
I'll do it. Why not? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
I like eggs. I like them.
I like eggs.
I'll take that. Would you like to?
So here's the thing. Here's the question. Here's the question. If I do put that out there, I'll blot my 3 out. But it basically means that I am guaranteed to get 3 of those. Because you only have 3, which means you can't blot my 4 out.
No.
So it would mean I'm going to get 3 of those.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, which is probably good. And I'd get my 3 back. So I think I am going to blam this here.
Yeah, you got to blam it, man.
You got to blam it. I think I'm going to blam that there because then this is set.
I like it.
Which is good. Yeah, that's good because I'm going to get
going to be useful. I know, I'm bummed. Oh, gosh. And then we go here with the 3.
So, if you want that 8 of that skull, you got to insta-buy it.
Either will be worth 4 points.
Yep.
Symbols wise, I think I'm all right. I will go here, so I get another one of the center spaces.
That's smart. I'm not going to blot that over there because it won't do anything for me.
All right. Beat a 3, you can't.
I mean, I guess I still get second points for these, huh?
Yep. Yeah, they're not worthless to you at all.
I'll go here then.
All right, well, I can't do anything with that.
Boom.
And I can't beat you out in there.
So then I'll go, bam.
Because
I start.
I can't beat it. Yeah, I mean, so it's all
so,
you. And I guess I could take this. I have a mirror stone, so I think I will.
Yeah, that's a
I'll
good
take
point.
this because yeah, I can make a little something out of that. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Boy.
I never used my 10. I was like holding on to it, just
well,
like
worth 2 points to you. So
I guess that's true, right? Yeah, I'm just like, oh man. Okay. So we're gonna do this, yeah?
Yep. So you get the first 2 picks. What would you like?
I think I'm gonna do these 2. Yeah, because that puts me at 7, baby.
I'm gonna take an egg because it's gonna be worth 4 points.
And this is good because this is also a unique one for me. That's why I wanted 3. I was like, I feel like you won't take this.
Oh, it's 5 points I'm giving you. Do I want 4 or take away 5 from you? Too late.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I think I'm in a pretty good situation here.
Yeah.
Because I really can use 3 of those things. You need a pen?
I do need a pen, so
Pen!
I'm going to summon one with my magical skills.
Yeah. There goes the
close
other.
Enough. Okie dokie. So we've done that, and we're just going to go into our endgame scoring stuff. So we have a bunch of little categories here. Let me just get our names written. So I think what we'll do first is we'll go kind of category by category for the tiles, and we'll do some extra stuff.
For sure.
Points for skulls. I've got 3, 6, 10, 14 points.
I got 4, 6, and 8.
8 points for Nick. Feathers, I only have the one worth 2.
32.
Wow. That's
Got
not
that
good.
whole set, baby.
I probably shouldn't have let you take that. Mushrooms, what I'm going to do is use... so actually, we need to assign our mirror stones now. So I think with these two...
So what's the benoff in it?
I think I'm just going to make them 2 more mushrooms to make another 9. So I'll copy these 2 mushrooms with these. Boom and boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I'm going to do.
so
with my mushrooms now, I have 3 sets of 2 of these ones to get 27.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
And no,
I have 13.
13. That's nice. That's pretty powerful.
Respectable.
Our herbs here, I have, again, the base values are going to be 3, 6, 7, and 3 unique ones is 5 more for 12.
I only got 1, 2, 3, and then 3 unique ones is 8.
8. Okay, eggs.
That's you.
I have the most egg tiles, so I'll get 4 points per. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20 points.
And then I have the second most, and I'll get 3 per, so I'm going to get 6.
And 6. Your cursed treasure chest, I do have 1, so I'll lose 1 point.
Nothing.
Nothing for Nick. Okay, concoctions. So each of these, this is what the symbols on our tiles are good for.
Yes.
And just keep in mind, again, you can't use the same symbol for multiple things. But I will go through mine real quick. So I do have 2 feathers, an egg, a skull, and an herb. For that one, to get the higher value of 6. For this, I need an egg, a skull, and an herb. I'll just kind of do this to make sure I don't mess anything up.
Right.
And then for this top one here, I will need 2 mushrooms, an herb, and an egg. I'll overpay slightly for that one to get the higher value there. So I'm going to get 5 points. So 4 and 6 is 10, and 5 is 15 from my concoctions.
All right, so this top one here, I need 2 herbs, 2 feathers, 2 mushrooms. Got them. And here I need 2 herbs, a feather, and then an egg. And I got that, so it's going to be 12 points.
Nice.
Mike's outscoring me every single thing a little bit, so I'm just like,
you got that 32 on my 2, so there's that.
Yeah.
Your points for Twilight goals, I got 1 for 3.
I got 2 for 6.
Okay, now let's go into the Moonlight goals. So this first one here is going to be points for center spaces. We each have 2 of those covered. Per control area of exactly 3.
I got 2 and 4. You have 4 and 5. Yeah, wow. That was one of the things when there was at one point here you took one. I was like, okay. One of the good things about also giving you that is it would give you a control group of 4.
Yeah.
So you're not then going to get
done
this.
That. I took 1 and sacrificed a bunch more. Oh well. This one's for offerings. So you have 3 offerings to my 1. So again, you have 2 center space, 3 offerings is 5.
Yep.
I have 2 and 1 is 3.
Okay. Yeah, these are gonna be pretty close here.
Okay. Leftover spell tokens. We each have 1. It's gonna be 2 points per.
Yep.
And we both use our abilities, so we don't get 2 points.
That's right. I get 2 points for that. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, maybe my feathers took me, but then Mike also got like a little bit of extra points in like every other category. So like maybe that. Well, I honestly don't know here.
You have 92.
Great. Not quite to 100. Means I'm trash at this game.
You had 92.
Dang it.
I had 97.
Dang it.
Ooh, close though.
That's why I was like, my 32, you're everyone, you're getting like 4 or 5 more points, 3 more points, 4 or 5 more points.
Chipping away at it.
Hey, that's close then.
Yeah.
Dang, that's 4 points. That's like 1 extra, giving you so many mirror stones was probably a bad choice.
It gave me a lot of flexibility.
I mean, it turned you from having 1 set of this to 3.
Right.
Like that's 9 to 20 sets, an extra 18 points.
Right.
And I'm like, man, that's a huge difference. I don't really know where I would have put it for me, but like, yeah, I was like, that's a big difference.
There's definitely room in this game to spite draft. Don't be afraid of it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Little dark magic never hurt nobody.
No. Yeah. All right, that's good game.
GG,
close one.
Man. It's worth losing a beard for.
Practice. For sure.
That was Nocturne.
All
right.
No beard, we still got it.
Magic's still here. It's still me, I promise. So that is Nocturne, everybody. Like we talked about in the intro, you can really kind of manipulate stuff. And,
we've mentioned multiple times, it is an area control game going on.
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm gonna put this here because now you have to use this. But then there's a lot of stuff going on with that. But no, that is Nocturne by Flatout Games. So again, thank you so much for that sponsorship. Again, link down in the description below to the Kickstarter for Nocturne.
Do not miss it.
Beautiful best solo art per usual.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's good stuff. And so thank you so much for being here at the Game House. I'm Nick.
I'm Mike.
We're the Brothers Murph, and we'll see you later, everybody. Bye.